guys, I'm Rovi, and today is Monday, April 4th. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, as well as turn on those post notifications. So today is my last day of school. I'm super excited. I can't believe this is my last day, you guys. Like, y'all believe I'm saying that? Like, we came so far, and I'm just so excited. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me today. It's my EKG final, and then we're gonna have a little party today. So make sure you guys tune in and go down to my description and follow all my social medias, and let's get straight into the video. Alright, you guys, so I'm on my way to school now, and I have to go to Kroger to get some Tostitos scoops because we made some rotel. So I'm about to go there now, and then I'll be on my way there. I'm super excited, low-key nervous for the test, but everything's gonna be okay. I studied and I know the material for the most part. And I'll hit you guys up later. Bye, guys. I made it to Kroger. It's kind of chilly out here today, y'all. It felt so good. Oh, I can't really see me, but it felt so good this weekend. And it's cold now, again. So hopefully they have some in here, so I can just get them and go. Y'all, this is my first time vlogging for real in public, so I hope this is good for y'all. I'm gonna just hold the camera up. Where are the chips? Hello. Here they go. We only have, oh, here they are. Okay. Got them. Excuse me. Okay. Got the chips. And I'm finna go check out. And I'll hit you guys up when I get in the car. We're studying in the car. Cause y'all, like, I know this stuff, but then again, I be second guessing myself because they're so related to each other. So I just gotta tap in and pass this test because there's no turning back. I just cannot get anything lower than a B, like, no. So you guys, wish me luck. I'm not gonna make this so dramatic this time, you guys. I'm gonna do good. I just have to, it's this sun for me. But I just have to do good. And I'm gonna show you guys my notes and everything at the end of this video because somebody requested me to do it in the comments. So I'm just gonna show you guys all of my notes from MA all the way to EKG. So, yes, you guys. Oh. I'm just trying not to drive crazy so my rotel don't splash everywhere, because I already forgot it was in the car and I hit the brakes and it flipped. So I'm happy it didn't get all in my car. Well, it's in a bag, so it should be fine. But I'm gonna hit you guys up when I get to school. Say hi. Yes. Gracie.
It's right here.
It's for like the wind and stuff.
It looks cute.
Thank you.
It's not heavy, is it? Like I just turned in my test.
Yeah, I just finished my test and I'm low-key nervous.
Hickey.
Mikey. Oh, sorry, Jeff. I didn't know.
Are you recording?
Yes. Did you want to be in it?
YouTuber.
You're a YouTuber?
Yes, I'm a whole YouTuber. Say hi, Jeff.
Today's our party.
Today is our party.
The last day of EKGs.
Yes.
It's Jasmine's last day. I miss her so much. How come you're leaving us, Jasmine?
I know. It's gonna be okay. I'll keep in touch with you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna miss our lunch dates.
I know. Yeah.
Might go to lunch with me somewhere. Miss everybody. You excited?
Yes, I'm super excited. But you want to take pictures?
I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna get my makeup bigger thing.
Here she goes with this makeup.
I
Alondra
over my test.
Not 10 yet.
is nervous. If you're nervous, I'm nervous. I think we'll be fine though.
Hold it. Are you gonna cry if you felt it? I'm not even gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry
I'm just gonna
again.
be shocked.
No, I'm gonna cry. I don't care.
Number 5, because the skin is a poor conductor of electricity, that's why we put electrodes on the body, but I never like specifically explained it like that. And cardiac output is the beginning of one heartbeat to the beginning of the
Oh, I
next.
got it right.
Well, what she said?
Beginning of one heartbeat to the beginning of the next. So it's the amount of blood that it puts out.
And the other one you said the electrodes are placed on the body.
Electrodes are placed on the body because the skin is a poor conductor of electricity.
Yeah, we got a nice
It's
little.
not. They. Never mind. You'll see. Oh god.
But after today, I'm not drinking for a whole month.
Let's see the cake.
It's okay. I mean, it's just dark.
Open it.
Oh, you want me to open it? It's small. They said it was gonna be bigger, but
That's nice. Trust me, that's probably all.
that's so cute.
It is thicker,
It's really cute.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, this is big. Yeah.
Jeff,
Y'all, I got an 84. Yay! Y'all, my heart is racing right now. Everybody. I don't like shots. Say hi.
I call everybody?
Oh yes, guys. My last final. Done. So happy, so grateful. And everybody supported me. And yes. We're done.
We
How do you
I feel really, we passed.
feel? Yeah, very relieved.
We won't have to come back Wednesday.
I know we're gonna have to. I just don't want to have to come back here. Tanya, how do you feel?
I have 4 more weeks to go.
4.
And I'm upset. But I'll get over it.
They look at this. So cute.
Show them the boomerang.
The room is together and I'll go ahead and ask right here.
Oh, so cute.
You're welcome. Yeah.
There you go.
Anybody
Hit you guys back up later. Okay, say hi, Colton.
Hi, Colton.
Not literally.
Your hair looks so good.
Thank you.
It does.
I love the silver.
He dyed his hair, y'all. It looks
Yeah.
Blonde twins.
She did a costume change.
Blonde triplets.
Y'all ready?
Are there more? Girl, that's what we did home alone.
Yeah, we started from
The bottom.
Nobody
Now
this
we're
way.
here.
Come turn this way. We started from MA together. If y'all saw
It
my
looks way
first
better.
video, it was her. She was in my very first video.
Going in the background.
And now we're here.
Yeah, we look different.
What would you guys like to drink? Street clothes for the first time.
Yes. Oh my god.
I know.
She looks so good. Hey you guys, so this is a few days after my last day of school. Today is Saturday. I finished on Monday. I had a really crazy week. I wanted to just come on here and just tell you guys about my whole experience and how I'm feeling about being done with medical assistant class. You know, it's just so surreal for me because I started in January. Like, it just started. It's just crazy to me because it went by so fast. Like, I was not expecting it to go by this fast. So I'm just gonna show you guys some of my notes because someone did ask me. Oh, thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. Let's see how many we're at now. Thank you guys so much for 103 subscribers. Like, I'm so grateful. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching my channel and pretty much starting out with me and keeping it real. And I appreciate everyone. I always read my comments and I just love you guys so much. Like, I'm so grateful. Let's get straight into it. I'm just gonna show you guys some of my phlebotomy notes. So basically, I showed you guys some stuff, but the main things that we had to know was like how many white blood cells, red blood cells, platelets are in the blood and what their roles are. So we learned about the 5 different WBCs, what additives are. Here's the white blood cells. So that took me a little minute to learn because it just was so much. But we have an acronym. It's called Never Let Mary Eat Beans. So that really helped me. And then for the main job, we have Bivir. So that was really easy. And then we also learned about the layers of the heart. That was very important. And that's very important for EKG as well. So knowing that, like, a lot of this stuff from phlebotomy we used in EKG. So I was very grateful actually that we learned that. And then the different layers of the vein, the 4 chambers of the heart, the right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle, all that jazz, you know. And then we learned about the different shaped veins, the M shape and the H shape, and which vein to choose first. So when it comes to like your veins, you want to choose the vein in the middle. That's the vein that's easiest to palpate, and you want to avoid any arteries, so that you just choose that vein. And then we learned about the great saphenous, the longest vein in the body. It goes all the way to the leg. I know, that's crazy. We learned about pretty much the whole process of taking blood. So tying the tourniquet, palpating the vein, the order of draw. And then, like I was saying, the types of additives. So anticoagulants, antiglycotics, the serum gel separators, plasma gel separator. And then one key fact is the serum separates up to 30 to 60 minutes. So that's why you have to make sure that you take it to the lab in time. So we used the Vacutainer tubes, the purple tube that I had. That's the ones that we use. So it's the ETS tubes, the color-coded ones. And that's the ones that have the additive. That's what I was just saying. And then we learned the different gauges and what they're used for. So the 25 gauge is mostly pediatric. The 23 gauge is elderly and children. And then 16 to 18 is for like blood drives, blood banks. Those are so the bigger the number, the smaller the gauge. The smaller the number, the bigger the gauge. And then we learned about different, don't mind my drawing, y'all, but this the different parts of the needle. I'm really loving this focus. Like, I like that. And then we pretty much like had to know how to avoid hemolysis and hematomas. And she taught us, of course, how to draw blood, how to hold the skin taut before you insert the needle, making sure that you wear your gloves, you sanitize before you even get any of your supplies. So we just learned a lot in phlebotomy. That's why I was so overwhelmed, and just my brain was just going 10,000 miles per hour because there's just so much information at one time. But it was all worth it because I passed my phlebotomy final with the 88. And then I took blood during EKG, and every time I took blood I hit the vein. So I'm so grateful that I was able to do it. And I'm more comfortable because if you don't do something, you're gonna forget. So whenever a patient comes in and they're unconscious and they don't have identification on them, we use a patient ID. So pretty much like whatever number that they get when they come to the hospital, that's how you identify them. So whenever it's like a triage, you have to make sure that you take them into the room, like depending on the severity of their situation. Whenever they say a stat test or stat blood transfusion or stat anything stat, you have to make sure that you know the patient's room number. No matter what else, you have to know their room number, because they could be anywhere else. Like you could go to the wrong room and you taking blood from the wrong patient. You did it wrong. So you have to know. So everything that she teaches us, we're gonna have to use, even if it was like the littlest thing. Like I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to use it once we go into the field. So the type of next band is what they use for blood transfusions, and that's how they label like the blood, all the blood that you collect, all your tubes. So you have your first label is the one that goes on your chart, and then the second label is that goes on the blood, so pretty much a specimen or the urine sample, and then the last label is what stays on their ID band. And like I said, yeah, the unconscious patients, it has a number and it's assigned there so that they're identified until their family member comes or until a nurse identifies them. And they're saying that when you're taking blood from an unconscious patient, you still have to walk them through it, like still talk to them, because they say even if you're unconscious, you could still hear sometimes. So like, hello ma'am, how are you doing? I'm gonna take your blood. My name is Jasmine, you're a phlebotomist, and I'm here just taking your blood. Now I'm gonna tie the tourniquet. I'm gonna wipe your arm. So you wanna walk through it. Just cause they're unconscious don't mean they don't know what's going on. So that was crazy to me, because you would think somebody passed out or somebody is unconscious that they don't understand, but sometimes they do. Some complications of phlebotomy include phlebitis, hemolysis, like I said before, hematoma. Things that cause hemolysis include shaking the tube, if you use too small of a needle on a vein, that can cause hemolysis. If you wipe the area with alcohol, you don't let it dry, that can cause hemolysis. The main complication is phlebitis. That's pretty much like if you repeatedly poke the same vein over and over and it pretty much gets bruised. That's phlebitis. So inflammation. So whenever a baby is crying profusely, don't draw blood. That can cause an error. And make sure that you invert tubes right away. And whenever you're taking somebody's blood, just don't allow the patient to pump their fist. Oh, make sure that you always verify your patient when you first walk in the room. So you have your requisition sheet. So, hello, my name is Jasmine. I'll be your phlebotomist today. May I have you state your first and last name as well as spell it? Okay, may I have your date of birth? Okay, let me check your ID band. So now you're in the green. You don't have the wrong patient, and you're not gonna make any mistakes. So you just want to avoid that. Like, that's the easiest thing to do. Just introduce yourself and ask how they're doing. She taught us about the syringe transferring device. So that little hub, the thing that connects to the needle, is the transferring device. If there's an IV in the arm, just use the opposite arm, obviously. And after IV is taken out, wait 2 minutes before you draw blood. Thrombosis has to do with platelets. Leukocytosis has to do with the leukocytes, that's white blood cells. And then erythrocytosis has to do with red blood cells. And penia is low, cytosis is high. So whenever you hear leukocytosis, is the increase in leukocytes, or thrombocytopenia is the decrease in platelets. So penia low, cytosis high. That's what I remembered. And then she taught us about the capillary puncture with children, the micro collection tubes. Oh, and you cannot remove more than 3% of blood daily and 10% monthly from a baby, because it'll cause anemia. So yeah, that's a really cool fact for you guys. So I'm just going through my notes and seeing what I could talk to you guys about, because a lot of it is like, you just have to learn. The BT test is the bleeding time test. So the normal bleeding time is 2 to 10 minutes. And then you use the BT test to assess for clotting, to make sure that the blood is clotting correctly. Okay, so we also learned how to determine blood type. Whatever blood cell is on the antigen, then that determines your blood type. It's called the ABO system. So you have 4 main blood types, and that's the type A, type B, type AB, and type O. And then what determines the positive is if the D is found on the cell. So A positive, A negative if the D is not on the antigen. And I really found this so interesting. It's something called an autologous blood donor. So pretty much it's someone that donates their own blood just in case they have to get a blood transfusion. I thought that was really cool, because that's like you're using your own blood, so you can't contract anything. You just have to make sure that you're clean, like you have no blood issues before you donate, so you don't put that on yourself. Now we're gonna skip over to EKG. This is my last class that I just finished. I got an 84 on my final, so your girl is done. So the EKG is a picture of the heart's electrical activity, and EKG stands for electrocardiography. So we pretty much had to learn how to do a EKG and place the electrodes in the right area of the body so that we can get a picture of the heart. So there's a 12 lead, 3 lead, and a 6 lead. The 12 lead is the main one that we did, and that's the one that we got our final. So we did a written final, and then we did actual EKG for the finals. We had 2 finals. We have to get at least 10 minutes, because they say the whole procedure takes 10 minutes. So that's why she timed this at 10 minutes. And the reason why a doctor would tell a MA to perform, or an EKG tech to perform EKG, is if the patient has shortness of breath, chest pains, dizziness, fatigue. Syncope is another word for fainting. And then at the age of 50, you have to get a baseline EKG, like whenever you have a physical or whenever you visit the doctor. We learned about the different views of the heart. The anterior, posterior, inferior, and the lateral. Okay. We learned about the normal heartbeat. So for the sinus node is 60 to 100, for AV node is 40 to 60, and for the fibers it's 20 to 40. So a normal heart rate is 60 to 100, and then a normal blood pressure is 120 over 80. The main thing about our EKG class was we had to learn how to read the strips. So when it comes to the P wave, QRS, T, and then the U waves, we have to learn exactly where they are and what can cause them. So for the U wave, it'll indicate low potassium, hypokalemia, and we had to determine if the patient has a heart condition. So that was a lot, because it has to do with numbers. And I wasn't expecting us to have to use numbers for real. But once you learn it, you get it. Like, once you pick it up, it was easy. And the heart is a two-way pump. So you have your pulmonary side and you have your systolic side. So the top number for blood pressure is your systole number, and then the bottom number is your diastolic number. Any number above 120 is hypertension, and if the bottom number is below 80, it's hypotension. And then we had to learn about the different leads. So all the leads that go on your body have a different reading when it comes to the picture of your heart. And there's the bipolar leads and the unipolar leads. So you'll learn about all of that. And then how the EKG machine works. We'll learn about the stylus, what writes the black ink on the paper. This is what an EKG strip looks like. And we have to do all of these. And that's what I was telling you guys, like, we have to determine if they have tachycardia, bradycardia, if they have a ST depression, if they have normal sinus rhythm, 3rd degree heart block, 1st degree, 2nd degree. So you'll learn all that once you get into the class. That's pretty much it, you guys, when it comes to my notes. I just want to say that I really enjoyed this whole journey of becoming a medical assistant, and it's not even the end yet, you guys. I still have to do my externship, and then I have to go back and take my NHAs so that I could fully be certified and I can actually work at a medical facility. But I do want to go back to school in August to further my nursing and become a registered nurse. So this is just like a little foot in the door, and putting this on my resume is gonna really help me, and really good because I'll get experience and be able to be there instead of going straight off the bus like I said before. So I'm so grateful. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for going through this journey with me. And we're not even done yet, but it's been a long road, and I'm just so grateful for you guys. Like, I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I really appreciate you guys so much. Like, you don't understand. I read every single comment. I was going to show you guys my 100th subscriber. My friend Kirsten was my 100th subscriber. There we go. And I'm so grateful. Thank you, Kirsten. Love you, girl. So this is just the beginning. It's only up from here, like they say. The grind don't stop, you know. I'm so excited just to see where this YouTube channel takes me, and I'm just so happy to be able to be an influence for you guys in a positive way, and show you guys that you can do anything that you put your mind to. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, as well as share and put on those post notifications, and follow all of my social media at Jasmine LaRovie. And I love you guys. Bye.